Yeah, Sam. We're going to be in Ottawa Thursday and Friday. Saturday morning we're leaving for North Bay. Not sure how long that's going to take. George's got the plans. And Saturday morning we'll leave for North Bay, and we're, happy with this. Joe's going to be here, so I'll probably be driving Saturday, Sunday, and maybe Joe will be here Monday or Sunday night. I'm not sure exactly when. The other driver. And then we'll just keep trucking on, that's all. George was saying that sometimes it's really boring because of the walk. There's little towns that nobody knows, and just goes to that. It's really boring walking all day and then having nothing to do with the night walking all day. And when we come to a town like Ottawa, people are here, and from the YMCA, Salvation Army, the mayors, and North Bay is going to be the same thing. It's going to be a big reception for them. So it should be promising.
I noticed them down there.
But we're still strutting on. This is
a very frontier subject that we're on. So we're more or less setting the groundwork for how things are going to develop.
No, I agree with you. Because, it's just amazing because I didn't realize myself, about organ donation, like what it was all about until I got involved.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's more than, And it's also this thing about life always continuing. That might take the whole world to another way of thinking. That life continues.
And if it can be helped, because in fact, losing a loved one is horrible. And I lost it. I wouldn't wish that. So,
But it's interesting.
if it can be helped,
Because you've said several times that being able to be involved with Sandrine in the way you were has helped you far more with your grieving process than it did with Sean.
oh yeah.
Because you grieve, and yes, you still grieve, but there's also some kind of
It's a purpose.
There's a purpose, and there's an out. Then it's back to what you're like. It's an intrinsic thing that's out there that you're spiritually doing something else. Where you don't have that when you watch your husband die, which
No,
you did,
no.
and it's quite interesting.
So it's quite, in many respects, very therapeutic also.
Yes.
To know that
As
at
long as
least
you
there's
don't lose your identity in the process.
Yeah.
Like you've already said you're Sandrine's mom.
Yeah.
You know that Elena Kane is still Brian Smith's widow.
Yes.
Even though we've moved on through 2 children and a new husband. So I think that's the one thing that we've started to learn. You hold on to it. It's like having a public and a personal identity.
Mm-hmm.
It's your public persona really that's coming out now, but you still maintain your own self. They're fine. Elena has remarried and she has 2 little girls. And now is sailing around the world, actually.
Is she still involved in the organization?
Whenever we ask her, she's right there at the forefront.
Is there any chance that they can just know what's going on?
They're not in town. They're sailing. She comes back when we call her through the Kidney Foundation. She'll always come. We had a transplant day in April at the Rabbi's house synagogue, and Alana came to introduce Keith Martin, and she was there at Keith Martin's reception that he had when the bill was passed. But whenever you ask her, she's right there at the forefront. Yes.
Can you let her know what happened?
Yes. Yeah.
It's so funny, that Alana Kane is on this because the longest time I thought, because Brian Smith was gone down, just a few months after my husband died. And I remember like really relating to her. And the other thing was like, and everybody, and then she got into this relationship, and everybody was going like, oh my goodness. And I had met someone too, and everybody was saying the same, you know, like in my own I was like, oh my goodness, you know, like
You need somebody.
that's right,
Somebody. You're
exactly.
absolutely drained. You're exhausted.
Yeah. And then when she had some trouble, I sort of had some trouble too. And yeah, and then like then I tell you, I think I was destined to meet her at some point.
Yes. I'll write my 1-800 number on the back. I had another one that I've lost. I was very disappointed. Okay, 1-800. Oh, it's probably my heart more number.
So, have you seen all the Bronx?
I've seen a lot of them.
Wait till you go to the Y.
George, guess what happened? Looking for this Y, okay? Now, I was here for a month, 5 years ago, or right? And I used to go to that Y all the time. That Y. And I said, look at this. It must have been a bad scent. I said, I used to go to that Y all the time. They got me back my strength and everything. No, I wasn't well then. They got me back my strength. I couldn't believe that at the same time. But, we should do it over. No, I just went down to the
Like the
Wakefield.
Don Trail.
Yeah?
I'm so ready to go. You know what? I'll tell you something. It's a step up from most of the nights.
She was up a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
I'm glad the ride's still in case.
So there, we're all great spaces, no matter where we're going to be. You miss out on all the real stuff. I can't repeat what I just said because it won't be real. And it won't be spontaneous, it won't be natural, and that's not what you're looking for. And you're looking for spontaneity. That's
Well,
the
then
name
just
of
keep
your game.
talking, pretend I'm not here.
Okay, then let's find out your schedule. When do you have to be out of here so I could know how to utilize you best?
I don't know, thinking like, I wanted to leave at like 9:30. There's like a 9:30 bus, I think.
Are you sure? Did you check?
I'm not positive, but I know that they leave around like every 2 hours or something.
Okay, from the last that I checked, there's a 4:30 bus, and then it jumps up to 1 o'clock.
Bull.
Really? There's no between?
No.
I could be wrong. But
You're wrong.
Because we had to do all this for Joe, because he had to go to Toronto and come back.
Maybe the weekend is different hours.
Could be different. That could have just be for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm not, But anyways, here's a number of things that I'm hoping that you can do while you're here. Okay, first of all, I would like to get the lady from Greyhound documented. Okay. Then I would like to get the people that have printed some stuff for us.
Are you here too?
Yeah, they've done an exceptional job.
In Ottawa?
Yeah. And I also wanted to get the hotel people, the Luxor, let us stay for 3 days. Okay? So this is why I need to know that you're going to be around to cover all that. Yeah? You need some weight?